So I actually just finished an interval workout outside, and I got about 10 minutes before my wife comes out and lets me know that dinner is ready. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and explain how you can improve your arch control, your arch activation, and actually your arch height when it comes to something like running and to a lesser extent lifting and running. So we got 10 minutes, check this out. So this is my foot. If you don't like feet, I apologize, but this is my foot and we're talking about arch activation, so you got to look at a bare foot here. First thing we're going to do to get your arch more active and make sure you're set up properly to do this is I want to make sure that you have dexterity in your foot and your toes to be able to do this. So number one is I want to make sure we can essentially bring the big toe up, keep the other 4 toes down, big toe down, other 4 toes up. If you look from the side, it looks just like this. If you get the camera angle there. Big toe up, other 4 toes down, big toe down, other 4 toes up. A lot of times you may have problems with this. You might be like, oh, I'm trying to do it and it's just like, it's hard to differentiate the 2 motions. If that is happening, keep doing it. It takes a while to learn this. A lot of times your brain, there is a motor pattern. There's a specific spot in your brain that is for the big toe and then another one for the other 4 toes. You should 100% be able to move your toes separate from each other. Big mistake. Make sure you don't do this. So check this out. Do not see this tendon scrunch up here. Don't claw the ground. Not good. First of all, turns off the arches. Second of all, puts a lot of pressure here. People have it called metatarsalgia. And if you're running and you do this, this gets a lot of extra force on it. So really be careful. Don't do that. Make sure you're not scrunching the toes up. Press straight down. That actually, if you can actually see here, if I press down, my arch, you can actually see it start to contract. I'm gonna zoom in here. Boom, there we go. It actually starts to contract. That's what you want to do when you do this. So number one, big toe down, other toes up, other toes down, big toe up. Do a set of 10 of those, practice that. Second thing is you really want to focus on pressing this big toe into the ground. One way that I love to do this is I take my finger, I put it underneath just kind of the fat pad here of my big toe, and I'm going to try, and I'm just in like a kneeling position here, or a half kneel position. I'm gonna try and aggressively press my big toe into my finger, let off, press again, press. And I'm actually pressing so aggressively, it hurts, it actually hurts my finger. So I'll see if I can get this set up for you guys. So again, I'm here, big toe up, I'm pressing down. I hope you guys can appreciate my arch activate. See if I can zoom in on that, boom. I relax. The arch muscles relax. I'm gonna do it again. Watch the arch. I probably shouldn't make that noise. Don't hold your breath with this. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And I get a really good arch activation and I relax. This is a great way to learn how to activate these guys. Sorry, the camera just changed. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully it stops doing that. Anyway, those are 2 things. Number one, be a little dexterous. Learn to have dexterity in your toe. Second thing, press the big toe down. And the third thing, so this, essentially you can take that away, take this finger away and just do it without that. That's great. Another thing to watch out for, do not let this, see this guy here? Don't let this pop, essentially this is the tendon for your shin muscle here. Don't let that just pop up. It's actually easier to see it over here. Don't let that pop up like this. Make sure that's not, make sure this isn't happening. Make sure your foot is not doing this weird twisty thing. Keep the pressure. Don't let that ball of the foot, don't let this pop off the ground when you're doing these. Last thing, it's called the short foot exercise. Do not move on to this until you can press down here and you're like, ow, this hurts. And you can actually visibly see your arch activate. That is number one. Don't do this until then because you're probably gonna cheat. The last one, it's called the short foot. So I'm doing, everything's actually pretty darn similar. I'm pressing my big toe into the ground, and as I do that, I'm trying to actually shorten this distance here. So I'm trying to like bring my heel and my ball of the foot together as I do this. So it's press my big toe down, and then I'm attempting to really squeeze here, bring that all together, hold a few seconds, 2, 3, and then relax. And again, I'm in like a half kneel position, but if you are in a standing, this is absolutely amazing. And relax. And try it again. And relax. So the last thing I will leave you guys with is a way to progress the short foot exercise that can really, really benefit your balance and your arch control. And think about running, you're on one leg, you're either on one leg or you're floating in the air. We have to make sure we have balance when we're running, and especially if you're doing Bulgarian split squats or doing lunges, anything where you're on one leg, we have to make sure that our arch is active and doing what it's supposed to do. So check this out. You're going to stand on one leg. You're going to you're going to press that big toe down. You're going to try and create that short foot. And as you're doing that, this is just a 12-pound dumbbell, losing it. You're going to pass it from side to side very slowly. And you can see, hope you guys can see and appreciate, my foot is wobbly like crazy as I'm doing this. You can also pass it around, a little bit more of a balance challenge. Party trick here. Go clockwise, go counterclockwise. I love doing 10 passes each way. An amazing way to get your arch active and stronger.